And that's the field that you're in, and kind of segue right us into what we're talking about here is identity theft. You know, Tom, we haven't talked in a long time. I remember back in the day, I talked to Brianna, and she's excellent. She added myself and our new vice president Manal into the mix on the emails that we'll get for the sales and the annual. That's where we are. We're just wondering what's going on in IFI. All of the products and services, continue to be a nice part of our offering in terms of what we put on our website in our resources section. If year after year your best customers can get an even better discount for our members, I'm happy to hear that call. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Is tell us a little bit about your roadmap, or maybe about what might be coming up.
Yeah, well, very good, and nice to have the opportunity to catch up. So, identity protection of the products that we have had, these are 20 years old. They're still very relevant. The scams increase all the time. COVID scams now, all the things. So, we're one of the first guys in the identity protection space. These products are great, and then do you want to buy them and give them away? Do you want to, how do you want to package these deliverables and these benefits? So we continue to have this kind of the same platform where with one credit union, we might cover, 300,000 members. They might get credit monitoring from us. What you have and what Star One has had is a nice offering, and you're gracious enough to discount it because the revenue you derive from these products is pretty small. I mean, would you even notice it? That's why I think, when you said the revenue share, I think we have an amendment that I'm looking at that says you don't want revenue share.
That's correct.
It's more advertising to say, look what we're doing. We're giving you, basically these products at cost, and the members are like, hey, that's really nice.
I know that we had talked about a little bit also about reporting and things like that, but maybe in the future we'll be able to see some sort of a breakdown on that. I think that the monthly and the annual report will show some of that stuff. Yeah.
And I would say it's not great. Could it be better? What's happening in our industry, at least with some of these products, is our other main line of business, our other company is called BizLock. And we sell cyber insurance to small businesses on a nationwide basis. CUNA Mutual is actually probably our biggest, most relevant strategic partner in the credit union space. So we partner with CUNA Mutual. They have lots of small credit unions.
Yeah.
And then they say everybody should have cyber insurance for the business, for the credit union. So if the credit union gets hacked, the insurance covers it, and then you do incident response and all that kind of stuff. But what's happened over the years is with Equifax breach, with all these other data breaches that are happening all the time, there's a little bit of saturation in our products to say, well, gosh, if Equifax has given me a year's worth of protection for free, do I need to buy it? And so our ability to sell the products to members, to customers, has been diminished a little bit because a lot of people are getting it for free from somebody.
Let's say that Star One, in fact, got kind of hacked. Or maybe one of our vendors like Bill Pay or somebody like that, or even Zelle, for instance. And the idea was that we wanted to offer some sort of a package to them, like an annual free IFI subscription, thing like that, and on kind of a bulk level, blanket coverage, and we can sign people up one by one, or we can send them these emails to say, here's a code to use to sign up for your 1 year for free. From Star One, like if it was one of our vendors. You have that kind of...
Absolutely. No, so we are on the panel for AIG, for a few other insurance companies to say, when a data breach occurs, who do you call? Mm-hmm. And we have what's called incident response on demand. And so the idea is they call, and you look at these breaches and you say, well, gosh, you got customers in all 50 states, or Star One has a bunch in, California and Texas. So you start to dive into the response. Typically the law firms and the forensic guys are involved. And then when it comes time to deliver the benefit, then they come to us and say, hey, we need 100,000, enrollment codes. And this is what the law requires, or this is the benefit that we think is fair. And so that's another business of ours where our platform exists to say, well, what do you want to deliver? Well, in California law says this, Connecticut says that, And then there's good faith. You have, I think I even looked at it in the past, a written incident response plan. And that's required by the NCUA, it's part of risk management. I think I talked to Marguerite about it, a long time ago, but in that written plan, there might be a reference to, well, who do you call? Do you call your attorney first?
Right.
Do you call your forensic guy? And we got built into that as a resource, or you just know that we're here for you. That's actually a big part of our business, and where we get actually most of our enrollments. Now, what would happen is all of those benefits can be provided in bulk, in a response. Mm-hmm. It's really just a question of what was stolen. Was it socials and account numbers and really, really sensitive stuff? Mm-hmm. Well, you might want to reach out and give people a platinum plan or a credit monitoring plan. Sometimes there's a data breach, and you're responsible by law to send notification. But if it's a real small, harmless breach, mm-hmm. you might just send a letter and say, and we set up a hotline with Identity Fraud Inc. if you have any questions.
Yeah.
So it's what we do is we help consult with, is that a big breach with sensitive information? Is it a little breach? But there's a whole range of things that you strategize about before you implement a response.
No, that's good to know. I mean, we just wanted to touch base on if that's something that you're familiar with and do. And
your insurance probably has already got you cyber insurance, but I'm happy to send you those links and brochures and information.
Certainly.
So that's a big part of our business, this whole cyber insurance, incident response. That's our primary focus, probably. And yet, where we are heading is kind of the third tier, and I think this might be worth some marketing effort or additional website messaging. But what's happened over the years is I used to be able to steal your identity, and I still can, your social security number. That's still relevant. On the other end of the spectrum, I can hack *1. That's pretty relevant. But where hackers are going is they're starting to hack people at home. And so the new products that we're trying to build, and other guys are trying to build, is what we call family cyber. And that's kind of a middle of the road that says it's more involved than just identity protection. And it's not a full-blown business product, but it's like your home is a business, and you have exposure for cyber extortion at home, ransomware. You can lose data at home. There's various risks, cyberbullying at home, and so the evolution of our products are kind of headed in that direction to say, well, gosh, more and more people are doing. They have smartphones. I can hack your hot tub. I can hack your garage door. I can hack your freezer. So what kind of solutions are the insurance guys bringing to the table for these new types of cyber exposures for people at home? And that's kind of what gets me excited about the next 10 or 20 years, is to say, these exposures continue to evolve and get severe. We're pretty much, on a lot of fronts, we're losing the battle against the hackers. And so you need to have some of these solutions. And I would say they might be a year away, but that's kind of what we are looking to deliver into the credit union space in a year from now. COVID is stimulating, and where more and more people are working from home. So it's just the next evolution of the products, and we see the attacks at home increasing all the time. And
we basically sign into our desktops right here at our offices, and there you go. It's you kind of have the keys to the castle at that point.
Enough, but it might be a little stale in the sense of, wow, have these products not changed much? If they do change any bit, it's kind of like, okay, should we get into VPNs? We do have keystroke encryption software, other little things, but basically those products have remained the same. if you wanted to market something like Experian does, you know, free dark web monitoring, or other things for members, like to encourage them to start using Zelle, or, you know, who knows what. There are some things that you could look at to, almost from a marketing perspective, to incent them to say, oh, really, that's pretty cool. Yeah, free dark monitoring, I want to try that. What are the barriers for people to adopt online banking that translate into more acquisition of and use of those products online, which means more profit? Who knows what?
Be able to get a figure on is, you know, how many people actually call up the call center who happen to be one of the Star One members who are in the plan. That would be a great thing to know.
Things we could share with you.
Yeah.
I would say it's not big numbers, but
Yeah, you probably have compliance things and privacy stuff, but yeah, if you can get any figures for us, that'd be great.
next year we can sweeten the offer and give them further discount, probably.
Excellent. It just renewed. It just renewed. I think February.
I think last time I had lunch with Marguerite at a local, you know, restaurant there, and gosh, that was a while ago, probably 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Yeah, we just really wanted to touch base again, make sure, let you know we got a pulse still, make sure you guys are still breathing. Sounds like everything's good. And then Manal, she's here too. She's our new VP. You may send them to us too. I think you've already probably interacted. So anything, include those two as well.
I will do that, and don't hesitate to reach out. You know, we'll try to keep you a little bit more abreast of, you know, exciting things.
Outstanding, Tom. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time today.